we take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network as we are here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and I will be your host for tonight's Monday Night Thunder doubleheader coming your way as we get ready to kick off our heat race number 1 here tonight, presented by Edmond Trophy Company. Your super clean qualifying session done and over with. Jaden Wolf and the 0777 there. He's got 2 7s, a 0. It's all good. He is your super clean quick time winner. But let's go ahead and look at the rest of our starting lineup. The 010 of Zach Wides on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2 in the M&M Painting and Construction Brent Mark Sim Team from Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's Chance Sikowski in the 7 machine. On his outside will be the 106 of Chase Crowder. Row number 3 will be the 6 of Cody Olson. On his outside in the go to stcroix.com from Naugatuck, Connecticut, it's the 17 of Christopher Monroe. Scott King Designs in the 118 and the 14 of Jason Minat. And finally, Cody Kelly in the 13 machine, going to bring up the tail end of heat race number 1 as we get ready to go green flag racing. Jaden Wolf on the throttle, and away we go. Down to the bottom goes the 7 machine here at Kokomo. That is a tricky line to run. He is making it work for the moment. So Jaden Wolf in the 7 or 07, depending on where you're looking on that car, out in front. Zach Wides in that 010 battling with the 47 machine as Chance gonna make that outside lane work. Chance digging hard, gonna tag the wall a little bit. That's gonna back him up some. Top 3 advance into the A main. Top 2 go directly to the pole dash. Chance Crowder in the 106 right now, finding himself. First car out, Scott King in the 118. He's going to go around, and we are going to get the first caution flag of the night here. Let's take another look at this one with Scott King. King gets into the corner, just gets loose. That is going to bring out the yellow flag. Good news for Scott. It looked like he kept it off the wall. Lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. We're gonna go green flag racing. When the green flag drops, we're gonna have 2 laps left to go in this thing. And here we go. Jaden Wolf on the throttle. Up to the high side. Wolf is gonna tag the wall. He'd been running the bottom lane there for a while. Now he tried that high side and it almost cost him. Back down to the bottom he goes. That car hooked up for the bottom lane and he is running right there. Final time around, he is trying to bring home our Edmond Trophy Company Heat Race #1, and he is gonna get it done. Jaden Wolf, Chance Siskowski on to the pole dash. Zach Wide's gonna join them in the A main. Everyone else on into a qualifying event. Now we move on to heat race #2, presented by Sign It Up, Wraps, Signs, and Graphics. Let's go ahead and bring you our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row #1 in a black Diamond Motorsports Tim Sims, it's red and white. It's the 90 of Trevor Royer. On his outside in the Swindell Speed Labs, Mount Airy, North Carolina, it's the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Row #2 on the inside is going to be the 4 machine with Casey's General Store out of Des Moines, Iowa. It's Jason Randolph. On his outside in the 222, it's some scrub from Missouri. Row #3 on the inside is going to be the 95 of Dakota Kuhn. On his outside will be the 15 of Carter Chevalier. Row #4 in the high side, Fast Lane Speedway Engines UDSRA driver from Livingston, Montana. It's the 56 of David Flick. The 53 of Bob Raimondo on the outside of row #4. And row #5 in the Wilkie's Auto Service Handmade Motorsports Sim team from Genesee, Wisconsin, it's Eric Wilkie. As the green flag flies, we go underway here at Kokomo. Our 360 fixed series in its heat race #2. The top 2 making contact there. Trevor Royer almost getting into Kendall Tucker. But Kendall Tucker gonna come out ahead of this one. Royer on the fence, gets into the wall a little bit. Tucker really dove it down to the bottom there, almost caught him some tire. Those infield tractor tires, they never move. Well, they might vibrate a little bit, but man, they can tear up a race car in a hurry. But Tucker kept it off the tire. But Trevor Royer starting to roll that high side now, and he is on a mission to lead and win this one as that top lane starting to really roll in now. So Trevor Royer, your race leader. Kendall Tucker sitting in second. Jason Randolph in the final transfer spot. The Randolph and Weston Newell now going at it. They're going to trade positions for the moment. 2 laps to go. Now make it the final lap. Kendall Tucker and Trevor Royer get together off of turn #2, but coming to the line, it is going to be Kendall Tucker. Trevor Royer in second, and then Weston Newell does get the final transfer spot. Carter Chevalier going for a little bit of extracurricular activities. All right, heat race #3 brought to you by Scott King Designs. Let's go ahead and take you through our starting lineup for this one. In the D2 Race Designs from Duluth, Minnesota, the Miles Jansen Racing Machine. It's the 67 of Miles Jansen. On his outside in the Indy Race Parts Midwest, Hammerhead Sim Racing from Hopstad, Indiana, is the 92 of Peyton Grease. Row #2 on the inside in the JZ iRacing Photography out of Fremont, Ohio, it's the 24 of Alex Staudinger. On the outside of row #2 in the 71 machine is Cole Cabry. Row number 3 in the UDTV 19 Designs, Tim Sims, a Black Diamond Motorsports driver from Sellersburg, Indiana. It's the 36 of Nathan Davis. On his outside will be the 9 of Lance Hinberger. Row number 4 in the Baps Auto Supply, Wicked Cushion Brit Marks Racing Sim Team from Farmington, Minnesota. It's the 15 of Michael Sheridan, the 59 of Casey Gus, and the 65 of Jordan Eater, bringing up the rest of tonight's starting lineup. Green flag coming out, and away we go for our third heat race of the night. 4 heat races in total here. Remember, 3 drivers transfer into the A. Top 2 out of each heat race go into our pole dash. The 92 machine of Peyton Grease out in front. Everyone trying to migrate to that top side. Contact made. Peyton getting together with, I believe that was Alex Stoudinger. And Stoudinger gonna go for a spin. Let's take another look at this one. So Stoudinger goes down to the bottom and makes contact with the race leader. Goes for a spin, but no worse for the wear. We do have one pulling down to the inside there. Seatbelts may be coming undone on that car. But the 92 machine, your race leader, and it's Miles Jansen in the 67 and Cole Cabry in the 71. Those 3 drivers looking to make it directly into the A main as the Silverado pulls off. Alan is asking if this is open or fixed. This one is the fixed. The green flag coming out. Miles Jansen tagging the wall there. That's going to open the door for Cole to try and make a move down on the inside, but can't make it stick. Cole got to be very careful as a hard charger Nathan Davis finding himself in 4th place. And Jansen turns into a skateboard and kick flips it off of the wall. And Miles Jansen is going to go from hero to 0 in this one. Not how he wanted to see this night start. Take another look at this. Miles Jansen just gets into the wall and can't climb off of it. Ends up on his side and tumbling down the straightaway and finds himself, well, kind of out of this heat race, as there is only going to be 2 laps to go when that green flag comes out. The Silverado, lights have gone out on it. It pulls down to the inside. Here we go. Peyton out in front. Now he's got to hold off the 71. Nathan Davis in the 36, making it into that final transfer spot. Cole Cabry with a slide job for the lead, but Peyton going to make it stick. And Peyton now opening up a big gap. Final time around for the 92. And Peyton gonna come off at turn number 4. He is gonna win heat race number 3, presented by Scott King Designs. Nathan Davis 2nd, Cole Cabry 3rd, Sheridan, Heinberger, Eder, Stoudinger, Gus, and Jansen all into our last chance qualifier. Now we move on to heat race number 4, presented by Wicked Cushion eSports. Let's go ahead and bring you tonight's starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, in the pro grade graphics Goon Squad Racing from Owasso, Oklahoma, it's the 23 of Tyler LaPointe. On his outside will be the 73 of Nicholas McGeethy. Row number 2, in the 420 machine will be Caden Blazer, and on his outside in the Greg Dahlman Racing Sandbagger Sim Team out of Tampa, Florida, it's the 5 of Mad Max Stombaugh. Row number 3, in the Shake and Bake Junction City, Kansas native, it's the 1 of Jacob Schmutz. On the outside of row number 3, in the Forrest Wiggy I-55 Lawyer UDSRA St. Louis, Missouri native, it's the 73 of Larry Moody. Row number 4, in the Williams Seal Coating Fat Bastard Racing Team Bad Boy from Parma, Michigan, it's the 27 of Ty Williams. On his outside in the SKD Stewart Fam Farms Double Deuce Racing from Cottage Grove, Minnesota, it's Chris Vogel. Tyler LaPointe from the pole all the way to last place, as that was a botched start for the 23L, and he has got some work to do to make it, as there's contact behind him. But we stay green flag racing. The 73 of Nicholas McGeethy, your race leader. Stombaugh sitting in second. Caden Blazer right now finding himself in third spot, that final transfer position. Caden holding on to it for the moment, but there is an intense battle right behind him. 3 cars coming off the corner. Larry Moody, that is the 23 of Tyler LaPointe, and the 1 of Jacob Schmutz. So as McGeethy continues to lead in the 73 machine, Max Stombaugh trying to reel him in. Kokomo Speedway, one of those short tracks with 3 laps to go. This 73 machine laying it all out on the line, trying to outrun the 5. They are outrunning the field. Jacob Schmutz moving into third place here, as a yellow flag is going to come out. Caden Blazer in the 420 machine finding a bit of a problem out here. He's going to climb the fence and go for a spin. Everyone able to get by. The yellow flag does come out. McGeethy, your race leader. Max Stombaugh sitting in second. Jacob Schmutz in third. Those 3 drivers in transfer spots. Lights go out on the Silverado. We're going to have 2 laps to go here when the green flag flies. And McGeethy gonna grab him some throttle, and away we go in the final heat race of the night. The 73 machine up on the fence. He has got that right rear digging hard. Stombaugh down to the bottom, trying to make something happen. White flag, final time around. The 73 machine gonna try and bring it home for this heat race. But Stombaugh might have something here, but no, it is gonna be McGeethy, your winner. Stombaugh second, Schmutz gonna end up in third. Everyone else into one of our main events to qualify for the A main. Speaking of, let's go ahead and kick this off right into our C main here tonight. On the inside of row number 1 will be the 65 of Jordan Eater. On his outside, the 420 of Caden Blazer. Row number 2 will be the 6 of Cody Olson, and on his outside in the 13 machine, the Wilkie's Auto Service Handmade Motorsports Sim Team From Genesee, Wisconsin, it's Eric Wilkie. Row number 3 in the JZ iRacing Photography from Fremont, Ohio. And speak of the devil, JZ in chat himself, it's the 24 of Alex Staudinger. On the outside of row number 3 in the SKD, Stewart Fan Farms, Double Deuce Racing, Cottage Grove, Minnesota, it's Chris Vogel. Row number 4, the 13 of Cody Kelly, and the 95 of Dakota Kuhn. Row number 5, the 59 of Casey Gus, and the 27 of Ty Williams in the Williams T Coating out of Parma, Michigan. Row number 6, the 118 of Scott King and his Scott King Designs machine. And it's the 53 of Bob Ramundo. And finally, Miles Jansen bringing up the tail end of RC Main here tonight. Pace truck down and away, your C main. Here we go, 4 drivers transferring out of our C main, presented by Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick Speedwear. And man, oh man, the 065 out in front of this one. Jordan Eder trying to make it into this A main. Still got a lot of work to do. Got to get through the B main first, but Alex Staudinger, who went for a spin in his heat race, a man on the mission. Alex diving down to the bottom, slide job for the race lead. And Alex wheeling and dealing here in his 54 machine. He is going to take over the race lead. Jordan Eder into the wall. Cody Olsen and the Eder gonna get together. Here comes Miles Jansen. Both of them get sent into the fence, and on the side goes Eder and Olsen. 2 flippers here in the C main. Olsen trying to right the ship, but I don't think he's gonna get it done. Let's take another look at this one. Jordan Eder's going to start climbing the fence. Olsen, with nowhere to go, is going to make contact with him. And then Miles Jansen squeezes through in the air as Miles Jansen blew by them so fast. Is going to send them both up and over. And their night is done early here at Kokomo. Pace truck pulling off. Green flag gonna come out on lap 5 of 12 and the 54 of Staudinger. Away he goes. Did not have the heat race that he wanted to have, but man, he is putting his mark here on this C main. Our Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick Speedwear C main leader is the 54 of Staudinger, but just like that, the yellow flag going to come back out. Let's take another look at this one. We go on board with the 59 of Casey Gus. Contact made in 3 and 4, and around goes a car, and that's enough to trigger a caution. So Staudinger having some connection issues here. Hopefully that cleans up quickly. We get ready to go green to flag once again. And the yellow flag coming out before I can even get into a rhythm. And this one is for the 53 of Ramundo. So let's take a look at what happened to him. With the yellow flag coming out, Ramundo in the 53 dove down to the inside here. Came to a stop. Gets rolling. So a very weird caution here, very weird restart. We go back green of flag racing, 5 laps to go, and we got one flipping and another yellow. That was the 59 of Casey Gus flipping right in front of our leader of Stoudinger. Take another look at this one on board with our race leader. Gus climbs the fence and tumbles, and Stoudinger just squeezes by. The Kokomo, a very short track, things happening very quickly, and Stoudinger got to be thanking his lucky stars on that one. So top 4 drivers gonna transfer into the B main. Right now that's Stoudinger, Blazer, Kuhn, and Jansen. Green flag coming out once again. Blazer in the 420. Trying to work his way around the 54 of Stoudinger. Jansen up into the wall, but Miles Jansen holding on to the final transfer spot. Two laps to go for Stoudinger. So here we go, the 54 final time off of turn number 4 and across the line, and Alex wins the C main, presented by Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick Speedwear handedly. Blazer, Kuhn, and Jansen all are going to transfer as well. Everyone else, thanks for joining us, but better luck next week. Now we move on to our B main. Let's get right into it. On the inside of row number 1, Chase Crowder on pole position. On his outside is going to be the 4 of Jason Randolph. Row number 2 will be the 15 of Michael Sheridan and the 73 of Larry Moody. Row number 3 will be the 14 of Jason Minat and the 15 of Carter Chevalier. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 09 of Lance Heinberger. Good grief, a little too wound up, can't even talk. The 23 of Tyler LaPointe on his outside. Row number 5 will be the 17 of Christopher Monroe, and then the 56 of David Flick. Row number 6 will be the 54 of Alex Stoudinger, your C main winner, and the 420 of Caden Blazer. Row number 7 will be the 95 of Dakota Kuhn, and finally the 67 of Miles Jansen. The year B main going to see 8 drivers transfer in from this one. Can Stoudinger make it through? He won the C main. Things happen very, very quick here at Kokomo. As the green flag flies and Chase Crowder out in front. Randolph almost getting into him. Very close racing right there. Michael Sheridan in 3rd spot in that 15 machine. Larry Moody right behind him. Stoudinger in the 54 already making big moves. Stoudinger, who started in 10th spot, now finds himself already into 5th place. As we got one going around, that was LaPointe. We stay green. Holy cow, Stoudinger with a bold move there. Stoudinger gonna try and win the C main and the B main. He's rolling that high side. He's making it work. Now he's already into third third spot. Alex Stoudinger putting on a clinic here and how to make it into the A main if you mess up your heat race. That high side really rolling good for the 54. And Alex Stoudinger takes the race lead. Chase Crowder not going to go down without a fight, though. The 106 to the inside can't get the momentum that the 54's got rolling on the high side. 8 drivers are going to transfer right now. That final transfer spot, Dakota Kuhn in the 95, but he is busy with a whole lot of cars behind him, all trying to take over a spot. As these drivers are all over the place, everyone trying to find somewhere to go here in this very short track. Cody Olsen, sorry, that was Jason Minat in the 14. Minat gonna get in the wall. Minat climbs the fence. Up and over goes Minat. End over end. And we stay green as he was able to clear off the track before our leader of Stoudinger came around. So the 54, your race leader, final time, final lap, and Alex Stoudinger looks like he is going to win the C main and the B main. Here he comes off of turn number 4, and Alex is going to get it done. Miles Jansen, Carter Chevalier, Jason Randolph. Larry Moody, Lance, Christopher Monroe, and Michael Sheridan. Well, no, Sheridan just got bumped down, so Caden Blazer in the 420 going to be your final transfer spot. All right, we move on now to our pole dash presented by Joe Isabel Sim Racing. Eight drivers going to make their way out for this dash. Everyone trying to get lined up. Trevor Royer, Chance Sikowski, Nicholas McGeethy, Peyton Grease, then it's Kendall Tucker, Max Stombaugh, Nathan Davis. I think we're missing just one driver here. Finally, Jaden Wolf going to join our field of drivers. So Jaden Wolf has his car ready. Now he's going to join in the lineup. The Royer gets the green flag and away we go. McGeethy with a bold move there. Can he make it work? Oh, man. We have a stack up. McGeethy not able to make that one work. And, oh, contact chance. trying to hold on to it. Royer's checked out. He said, see y'all later. I don't want none of this nonsense. McGeethy, big time entry. Gives up a ton of speed on exit. Big stack up behind him. Stombaugh tries to get around. Very tight racing here at Kokomo, but someone who's not too worried about it, well, that is the 90 of Trevor Royer as we go on board looking out the back of this machine. Your guess is as good as mine as to what lap we are on, because this thing is happening so fast. Holy cow. But Royer out in front. Kendall Tucker holding on to second place. Then it's the 92 of Peyton Grease. And then it is a mad Max Stombaugh in the 5M and a knot of cars behind them as this one is done and over with. Trevor Royer, Kendall Tucker, Peyton Grease winning that one. Then that's all I know, and that's all the information I can give you, as that was a wild finish for our dash. With that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to go into tonight's main event. All the racing up to this point has led to this moment. Our feature presented by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. 30 green flag laps, 20 cars taken to this grid. So let's get right into our Tim Sims lineup. On the inside of row number 5, it's the 010 of Zach Wides. On his outside, It's Weston Newell. Row number 6 in the 71, Cole Cabry on his outside, the 1 of Jacob Schmutz. Row number 7 will be the 54 of Alex Staunger from the C main through the B main here into the A main. On his outside will be the 67 of Miles Jansen. Row number 8 will be the 15 of Carter Chevalier and the 4 of Jason Randolph. Row number 9 will be the 73 of Larry Moody and the 09 of Lance Hinberger. Row number 10 will be Christopher Monroe in the 17 and the 420 of Caden Blazer. And that is rows 5 through 10. As we are going to line them up based off of the pole dash in rows 1 through 4. Tonight's doubleheader, the first race coming your way. Trevor Royer, who won our pole dash, gonna move up into that pole position. Kendall Tucker on his outside. Then it's gonna be Peyton Grease, Max Stombaugh, Chance Sikowski, Jaden Wolf, Nathan Davis, and Nicholas McGeethy. One more time around, then we're going to take the green flag and unleash our 360 fixed setup series here tonight. Here we go. Green flag coming out, and away we go side by side into turn number 1. Trevor Royer gonna go from the bottom to the top. Peyton Grease from the top to the bottom. Peyton, slide job for the lead. Trevor Royer pulls down to his inside. 3 wide into turn number 1. Tucker gonna try and get a run off the bottom. Peyton rolling the high side. Trevor Royer falling to 3rd as Tucker gets crossed up coming off the corner. That's gonna put Peyton into the lead, but Peyton gonna get in the wall very tight off of that corner there into 3 and 4. Our lead is going to be slowed, or our race is going to be slowed down as the 9 machine of Lance going to get in trouble. Let's see what happened to the 9 machine. Lance and Christopher Monroe get together. The yellow coming out very quickly here. But Peyton, your race leader. And I'm just going to say it. I was late to this party here today, guys. My camera sucked tonight. I appreciate y'all putting up with it. We're just going to have to deal with some shoddy camera work here tonight at Kokomo. As we get ready to go green flag once again, the 92 of Peyton gonna get back into the throttle. Kendall Tucker with a huge run. Tucker gonna dive down to the bottom, and Tucker making that bottom work for him. He's got that wing in the trunk, slides up to the high side. Peyton gets cut off. Trevor Royer gonna take advantage of that pick, and Royer moves into the race lead, but Kendall Tucker gonna slide in front of him. Cars all over the track for this one. And again, the yellow flag gonna come out, and this time for the 1 of Jacob Schmutz. Schmutz gonna get it turned around. Let's see what happened to the 1 machine. Two incidents Got one car flipping, one car spinning. All of this going down. The 90 of Trevor Royer, now your race leader. Make sure you guys stick around for tonight's second race, as our Monday Night Thunder is a double header. That race going to kick off at the bottom of this hour. Jay-Z watching from his hotel room. Finally joining at God's time. That is Central Time. He's just a stone throw away from me here. Got to hang out with him. Very cool getting to meet that ugly mug. But the lights are out on the pace truck. So here we go. Trevor Royer in the 90. Kendall Tucker tried to get a jump. Royer made him check up, and Trevor Royer goes to the high side, but Tucker to the bottom. Tucker making that bottom lane work very well. Slide job for the lead, but Royer having none of it. So Trevor Royer out in front, now starting to put a gap on Kendall Tucker. And again, the yellow flag going to come out. We got one around Zach Wides on his side in the 0-1-0. Let's take a look at this one. Wides going to end up getting bumped by Miles Jansen, and with nobody having the room to get around him, up and over goes Wides. So Royer, your race leader. We're coming up on 10 laps completed. Pace truck down and away. And a smoother start for Tucker this time. And Tucker gonna take advantage of it. And Tucker slide job for the lead, but Royer with all the momentum takes it back. Now Royer right through the middle. Kendall Tucker on the high side. We go on board with Peyton Grease as the 73 and McGeethy trying to work that bottom lane. McGeethy now trying to take the race lead as this bottom side really starting to come in. But Royer rolling that high side. Peyton making it look easy down on the bottom, but I can tell you that is anything but easy. The 90 machine really sawing on the wheel, trying to keep that right rear off the wall. Just inches from disaster lap after lap. The Royer and Tucker pulling away from the field as the yellow flag going to come out one more time. This time for the 71 of Cabri. Take a look at this one. It's a 71, gets into Chance. Chance pulls down to his inside. Contact made down the straightaway, and Cole gonna try and climb the fence. Chevalier able to get around. Lance getting involved. Miles Jansen getting involved. So Trevor Royer, your race leader. Looking at the back of this field. And if I'm Royer, I think I might try and change this up a little bit. He does this time. Not as much though, as Kendall Tucker gonna try and slide job to the race lead, but Royer charges right back. As the lead is swapping like crazy, slide job after slide job, but Royer in the 90 might have it this time, but Kendall Tucker now gonna dive down to the bottom lane, and Tucker to the lead for the moment, but Royer with the momentum. But now it's Tucker and Royer get together, but down at the bottom off a turn, saw two cars get together. They were able to straighten it out. Don't know who those two were. Check in on the one of Schmutz, Larry Moody to his inside. Miles Jansen in the 67 trying to work his way forward, but having a hard time finding grip here in this A main. But Kendall Tucker out in front. Nathan Davis working his way forward. Davis battling with Royer. Both drivers on the high side here. Royer gonna get into the fence hard. Davis pulls down to his inside. New driver in second place as Royer just cannot keep his machine off the wall. The yellow flag going to come out once again, and this one for the one of Schmutz. Let's see what happened to the one. Caden Blazer in the 420 is going to go up and over. Look like he and Max Stombaugh get together. The Blazer, early exit on this one. Stombaugh getting a piece of that as well. Six laps of racing left to go here in Kokomo. And Tucker pulls it down to the bottom, finds some grip in that bottom lane and gets a jump. Davis gonna climb the wall a little bit, settles that car back down and gets back into the throttle. Stoudinger, Alex Stoudinger from the C main finds himself battling for third place. Kendall Tucker, Nathan Davis, Peyton Grease, then Stoudinger trying to make something happen. And what a run this 54's had. But the laps are winding down. Kendall Tucker trying to pull away. We're going to get the white flag this time. And Tucker out in no man's land, essentially. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, and Kendall Tucker is going to win this one. Nathan Davis, Trevor Royer going to join him on the podium. Then it's the 92 of Peyton Grease. Jason Randolph gonna end up in 5th. Stoudinger 6th, Chance Sikowski 7th, 8th goes to Carter Chevalier, Jaden Wolf 9th, Weston Newell 10th, 11th goes to Max Stombaugh, Christopher Monroe finishing 12th, 13th Miles Jansen, 14th Larry Moody, Lance Heimberger finishing 15th, 16th Nicholas McGeethy, 17th Caden Blazer, Jacob Schmutz, Cole Cabry, and Zach Wides finish out our 20 car field. So guys, we are gonna take a moment. We're gonna set up our post-race show. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to talk to our podium finishing drivers.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and kick this off as we talk to our race winner to set this post-race show off, and that is the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Congratulations, Kendall, on that race win here tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was a pretty good race out there. I mean, me and Trevor, we battled pretty hard there, and just luckily I was just able to, I just kind of had to switch up the way I was attacking him right there. I just tried to slot him in 3 and 4 after the restarts, but it kind of wasn't working out. So I just went to slot him in 1 and 2 after the restarts, and it seemed to work. Just throw him off his rhythm a little bit. So I just was able to get back up to the top when it rubbered, and luckily we was out front when it did.
Well, that 00 looked fast here all night long at Kokomo, and it shows as you stand atop that first step of the podium, man. Congratulations on that. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I just gotta thank my guys at Swindell Speed Lab and Slick Sim Sport and K1 Race Gear, Bell Helmets, South Bay Partners, HMS Motorsport Racing Electronics, and ML Performance. And thanks to Roger and all the guys for the league, and thanks to you guys for the broadcast.
All right, that is your race winner, Kendall Tucker, getting it done out here tonight. Solid run by that 00. Now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is the 36 of Nate Davis. Congratulations, Davis. Solid performance by you. A quiet night, but here you are standing in second spot.
Oh, thanks, KR. Yeah, we was quiet tonight. We didn't have the qualifying run that we'd like to. Put us pretty deep in. I don't know if it was the 3rd heat or the 4th heat. I think I rolled off 5th. It was pretty deep in it. I tapped the wall on the first lap and just missed the complete line on the second lap. But we managed to win the heat, work our way up to second. Got in the dash. Didn't help us there either. Started last in it. So started 8th, and then in the feature, it was a slick track out there, mostly on the high side or a slider line. So I was just trying to bide my time. Few cars in front of me. I knew the chaos would play out, and I just wanted to stay out of it. Got up to 3rd and was following Trevor and Kendall there, and they was trading sliders. Really, neither one of them making any mistakes to capitalize on like that, but I did get around the teammate. I didn't really want to stick my nose in to their little battle there and cause chaos in all of our races, so I just tried to let it play out and followed Kendall there, hoping he would make a mistake, but he's a good driver, so a mistake didn't happen. So tough night for us. Taking home second, though.
Well, second place is a solid showing here at a very short Kokomo Speedway. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, give a shout out to the guys over at Black Diamond Motorsports. Rest of the guys running the pro qualifiers right now. So good luck to them. Brett Wheeler, Ultimate Dirt TV, he running the qualifier and sponsoring us. Ultimate 19 Designs, Drew Neal, you for broadcasting, Roger for putting the league on, David Industries for sponsoring, and shout out to Kendall on the win and Trevor on 3rd.
All right, that is your second place finisher, Nathan Davis, with a solid showing here tonight at Kokomo. Now we move on to our third and final step of the podium. That is none other than the 90 of Trevor Royer. Trevor, congratulations on 3rd place, man.
Thanks, KR.
That 90 machine looked like it was fast, and then with all the chaos going on and the battle for the race lead, you end up third. Tell us a little bit about your race here tonight.
Yeah, qualified pretty good. I knew that was going to be the key, making sure you qualify good, getting the dash. Awesome draw for dash. I got on the pole, was able to win that, and then once the race got started, I knew Kendall was going to be there. We ended up fighting. He had me running the line I didn't really want to run, but that was the only line he was giving me. And middle of 3 and 4 was starting to go away, especially coming out of 4. I was using the middle of 4 to get back by him, and it started going away. And then he got by me. I made a mistake, and me and Nate had a close call. Nate got by me, and then on that last restart, I think it was Alex got by me, and I kept getting stuck in the middle of 3 and 4. I was not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be up on the top, but if there's a car already up there, you kind of have no choice. So I was kind of just rolling through the middle. I knew they would have a run coming out of 4, and honestly, I was lucky I was even able to get back on the podium after I fell back.
Well, Trevor, you made it up to third here at a very slick, very short Kokomo Speedway, man. So congratulations on that. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Oh, yeah, I just want to thank my team, Black Diamond Motorsports. My teammate Nate Davis, he had a good run, second place tonight. So congrats to him. Congrats to Kendall on the win. Me and him had an awesome fight for the win. He was just, he was on it, man. He usually is. I just want to also thank Drew Neal, 19 Designs, Brett Wheeler, Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, the Dirt Slinger Racing. No, let me say this again. The Dirt Racing Network for broadcasting DSRL on Monday nights. I enjoy watching them when I go back and watch. I enjoy watching the replays, and actually, I got a bust on you, KR, for last week. You kind of messed up the finish there. I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, do tell, as I want to hear how this is.
Oh, last Monday on the broadcast, I went back and watched, and you were on replay, and you went back to live, and it was the last moment of the race, and you were like, I can't believe I just did that.
See, I've already forgotten about it because I'm so perfect I can't even remember my mistakes.
Oh man, sorry, I just had to give you a hard time. I thought that was great.
Well, I do remember that now, and I did kind of kick myself, but well, at least someone was paying attention.
Yeah, no problem, KR. Just teasing you.
Well, Trevor, man, again, congratulations on third place here, and I promise you, if you go back and watch this one, I only made like 100 mistakes tonight.
Awesome. Can't wait to go watch.
All right, that is Trevor Royer, your third place finisher, and apparently my well, someone who's keeping me on task. So Trevor Royer finishing third here tonight. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for our first of 2 races here tonight. Here in about another 8 to 10 minutes, we'll be back with race number 2. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere, and we will be ready to rock and roll once again.